sometimes factorization becomes difficult when numbers are too big. If numbers are too big, what we can do is, you know how we start? We start by writing this first term as it is and the last term as it is. And we are trying to split the middle term into two different terms, right? And what we're trying to do is find those two numbers. So how we find those two numbers is we're trying to find two numbers which multiplies to give 2 times negative 38. 2 times negative 38 is negative 76. And when the same two numbers add, it should give positive 15. The exactly same two numbers when added should give positive 15. To get those two numbers, what we do is we can find the two pairs which makes 76 when multiplies to give 76. But since 76 is a big number, if you have even bigger number, what you can do is simply use the prime factorization of 76. So let's do the prime factorization of 76. So 76 is 2 times 38, 2 times 19. 19 is a prime, so 19 times 1. So 76 is basically 2 times 19. Now I have to make two pairs which will give 15. So this looks quite simple. 2 times 2 is 4 and 19, right? These are the two pairs. So 4 times 19 will definitely give me 76. But I need a negative 76, right? So let's write down the number and then decide the sign. How we can decide the sign? Look at this. If this is positive, that means the bigger number is positive. So this should be positive. That means we can keep this negative. Now it works. There's one negative, so it will give a negative result, and negative 4 plus 19 is a positive 15. These are the two values. That means this 15x, positive 15x can be written as negative 4x plus 19x. So let's complete our factorization. So we'll break it as negative 4x plus 19x. Now we'll factorize the first two terms and the last two terms. So from the first two, there is a 2 in common and there's one x in common. So what's remaining? 1x, negative sign, and it should be a 2. We can always check by going back. If we'll open the bracket, this will be 2x square if we multiply these two, and this will be negative 4x, right? It works. You can always check it. Now, for the last two, you don't have to think much. Just repeat the bracket. It always works. Repeat the bracket and then see how you can get this term out of here. So there is a x already. We need a positive 19. Just write a positive 19. You don't even have to multiply with big numbers here. So it will work. And then we'll take the bracket. Now, why we are taking the bracket? If you'll notice here, we have two complex terms here, right? This and that. We have two terms, right? Terms always have the sign with them. So these two terms have this bracket part in common. That's why we are taking the bracket common out of them. If we'll take the bracket out of them, then what's remaining? These two will be remaining. So we'll write it in the next bracket. So we'll write bracket, and in the next bracket we'll write what's remaining outside the bracket. So 2x, and from here we have plus 19. This is how the factorization works. This one method will work for all types of factorizing quadratics, okay? So these are trinomials. We have three terms: trinomial, and it's a quadratic because it has a power of 2, right? The highest power or the degree is here 2. So this one method works always. Okay, and we have seen also how to do with big numbers. One more video we can do on even bigger number, so you can know how to break it, right? There's another method as well, but I'm trying to keep it simple, not using another concept to do this one, right? I'm just trying to keep all the basic concept to be used to factorize harder. This one comes under harder factorization. See you in the next video.